Reporting from the New York Times reveals how Trump and his top aide Stephen Miller are searching for diseases that will help them close the border with Mexico. What's worse is that this isn't the first time it's happened, or even worked. Title 42 of the Public Service Act of 1944 allows health authorities to block the entry of migrants to the U.S. when it's necessary to avert a serious danger posed by the presence of communicable disease in foreign countries. Way back in 2019, Trump's senior advisor Stephen Miller routinely asked White House aides to keep tabs on communities that were welcoming immigrants, and asked them to specifically note if there were outbreaks of communicable diseases. Rather than looking at where outbreaks were and seeing if immigrants might be a possible vector, he essentially tried to reverse engineer a justification for his anti-immigrant narratives. He tried to use the flu, tuberculosis, and even the mumps as justification. He even went so far as to try and argue that immigrants just come from countries with unfamiliar diseases, which is just poorly veiled racism. Luckily, most of the time, White House lawyers and experts talked him down. Well, come 2020, Miller gets his wish and can use COVID-19 national emergency measures to justify using Title 42 to refuse asylum seekers at the border. The Biden administration even kept this law in effect for a while, tried to get rid of it, Republicans sued, but eventually it was done away with in 2023 when the national emergency order was lifted. Now that we are more prepared and ready for future COVID outbreaks, Miller can't play his favorite card anymore. But that hasn't stopped him from looking for another disease to blame on immigrants during Trump's second term. And now, all of those experts and lawyers probably aren't going to be around, since Trump's staffing his administration with yes men. Public health is rarely, if ever, a justification for anti-immigrant policy. It's usually just racist.